name's Alison and I'm the Team Flex instructor here at Jag Sports Club. I know at the moment we're in times where we've got to stay in, it's all going to go into lockdown potentially, and it's very easy to kind of get a little bit low on energy and just feel a bit ugh. So I think it's important we keep moving, just to keep the blood flowing around our bodies, to keep healthy, but also keep our minds healthy and positive too. This is one of the workouts I do with my Team Flex kids. So it's something that's suitable for complete beginners, but also if you want to work a little harder and get into the meat of a bit of a sweat, you can do that too. Follow me. So the first thing we do is we mobilise our spine. We tuck the chin into the chest, bend your knees, roll all the way down. Fingertips touch down to the floor if you can. But the key thing is, as you breathe in and breathe out, to use the length of your spine. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Tuck the chin in. Bend your knees a lot if your back and hamstrings are tight. And those that feel a little bit more comfortable can get a little bit more articulation from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Try breathing out as you come down, letting the fingertips be soft. And then breathing in as you come up, pulling the belly button in, squeezing your bottom to lift you up. Let's go for 4 more like that. Take your time. Listen to your back. And see if you can maybe let your head and shoulders get a little bit looser. Notice how you come a little bit deeper each time as our bodies get warmer. Perfect. Let's add a little bit more into this now. So as we roll down, tuck the belly in, land your hands to the floor, step your feet back and land your knees to the floor. Hands are under shoulders, tuck your toes under sideways if you want, or you can have flat toes, whatever feels comfortable for you. We'll take a little bounce back to the heels, pressing the fingertips away, and then come back into the center. So we exhale to sit the tailbone back, and then we inhale to lift and come flat into the back. As we do this, as we come forward, draw the belly muscles in so your spine is long. And we start to activate the core, but also opening up through the armpits, mobilizing your hips. If you're feeling like you want a little bit more today with this, you can tuck your toes under, lift your knees, little push back, and then come back to knees 1 centimetre off the floor. This will work your abs. Also start your shoulders working a little bit more, stabilizing through your hips. Let's go for 4 more. Remember, at any point, if you need to, bring your knees down and take it a little bit easier. Perfect. Let's take it into a little side rotation now. So just step your right leg back and then your left leg back. Step your right leg back, keeping the hips square. Step your left leg back. So keeping the spine nice and long. We've already got that as we've started to work our core. We're going to add a little bit more in to start to release the upper back. So next time as we take the right leg back, we're going to open up through the left shoulder. Twist, back down. Add your twist, opposite side, and down. So you're breathing out as you twist to open, and breathing in to come back into the center. The twist comes from your rib cage rather than your hips. Good, 1 more each side. And then we tuck our toes under and we push back again. So a little push back into the heels, snap forward. We start to activate the core a little bit more to make it a little bit more challenging. So if you want to, at this point, you can tuck back and then you can lift forward to a plank position. Push back, brace the abs. So now we're starting to use those legs a lot more. The hands are under the shoulders, so we're activating the shoulder girdle. We're pulling our belly button as we breathe out and come forward. And you should be feeling a little bit warmer. Let's go for 4 more. Pushing back, snapping into the abs. Last one. Now at this point, your legs might be kind of burning slightly, so you might want to bring your butt back. Stretch your hand to what we call child's pose. Fingertips start to pull your shoulder blades back away from your ears. Coming back up. If at any point you need to stop this, pause and take a little bit longer, please do. So let's take it into hip mobility a little bit more now. So just step one foot outside your hand and then back to your 4 points, hands and knees on the floor. Step the other foot out. Now not everybody can get your foot outside your hand, so it might be just you keep it a little bit smaller, but the aim is to try and keep your hips and back square and let the hips do the moving. Now if you feel like you can and want to do more with this, your option is to come back to our strong plank. Tap back, push back, tap, push. So again, we're working the shoulders. Now, those that want to start to make this a little bit bigger, we can actually add a little bit of a... Notice you can't hear my feet land. So if you're doing this option, key thing is to pull your belly button in. So you're really nice and soft through your toes. Let's go for 4 more. Yeah, at this point, if you need to, you can sit your butt back to your heels. So I just remove just one mat. There we go. So, feeling a bit warmer? Tuck your toes under. This time you're going to step your feet out, hands to thighs. Your level 1 is just to come up and down. Pushing hands into thighs so we activate the arms, squeezing the butt and chest lifts. Your level 2, if you want to start to get your heart rate more, or you want to work more on hip flexibility, try touching the floor. Your level 3, arms rise above the head to elevate the heart rate. Your level 4s, we can add a little hop and use our upper body and shoulders again. So you might want to bring the hands down to the floor, light through the toes, back up. So whichever one you're choosing, let's go for 10 more. I'm just going to do this. So those that want to go easier, new to exercise, can take the option with me. Those that want to take the more advanced option, you can take it now for the next 5. Marvellous. So bring your hands back down to the floor, step your feet back, and again, have a wee rest if you need, or not. So we're going to bring a combination of moves into this. So we're going to tuck the toes under, and you're going to bounce back, tap one foot out. Try the other side, bounce back, tap one foot out. That's your level 1. Your level 2 is bounce back on your toes, tap one foot out, bounce back. But whichever one you're doing, when you've done one each side, footsteps outside. Level 1 is here, just lift onto the thighs. Level 2, sit your tailbone down and just open into a Hindi squat, pushing the knees out by squeezing the butt. Level 3 is to drop the hips, reach the arms up, sit up really nice and tall. Hands back down to the floor, step back. Let's try that. So level 1, I'll do it from the side so you can see, is push, push, tap out. Push, push, tap out. Bring the other foot out, hands on thighs up, hands back down, back to your knees. Level 2, come with me. Push, push. If you're staying with level 1, just stay with level 1. Step, step, deepen. Keep your fingertips lifted so you can lengthen your spine. Level 3s, stay with level 2 if you need to. Push, push, jump out. Push, jump out. Feet down, sit, reach, step back. Let's go for 4 more of those in your own time, or less if you need. I'm just going to go with the median option. Just remember to keep breathing through this. I don't know you, but I'm feeling a little bit warmer now. So if you feel warm, that's good. It means we're working, it means we're using those muscles, it means we're working the heart. Remember to take it down and take the level that you need to, or rest at any point. If you're feeling braver and warmer, ta-da! 1 more, let's go. Hold it there. Hands on thighs, floor, or reach, just push up through your feet. Ooh. Turn your toes forward. We should be feeling a whole lot warmer now. So let's bring it into inner thighs now. We've just stretched the outer thighs. We're going to work the inner thighs by squeezing the feet, the calves, and the thighs together. Your level 1 is just to stay with this. So if you have blood pressure issues, you might want to stay with your hands below your head. Those who want a little bit more, we're going to start to lift the fingertips up. Those that want more still, try lifting onto your tiptoes. Your challenge, keep one part of your legs touching at all times. Now those that really want an extra challenge, let's bring the balance into it. Try staying on your tiptoes. Keep your legs glued together. And your ultimate challenge, if you want to take it today, touch down, lift back up. Heels stay off the floor, legs stay glued. You can go as fast or as slow as you want with this, but choose the level that feels right for you today. You shouldn't be able to see a gap in your legs each time. You need 4 more. Remember, come to this if you need to. Great job. Let's roll back down again. Head drops down, roll back up. Chest lifts. Roll back down. Notice how your spine is lengthening a lot more. Maybe you're touching the floor a little better. Maybe the backs of your legs are longer. Keep coming with that. Okay, one more time. Rolling back up. Take your feet wide this time. So now we're going to work into the glute medius, the outer side of the butt, which also helps to stabilize the knee muscle. Bring your hips down as far as you feel comfortable. And then if you find that your bottom sticks out a lot like a balloon, just draw it in. So you've got a nice long tailbone to headline. And from there, we're just going to push from side to side. Now imagine your feet are glued into the floor. So we're using the feet to move our hips from side to side. There's no up and down, it's just straight across. So imagine you're sitting on one of those sliding office chairs and you're just literally sliding yourself across and across. This is your base move. If that's enough for you, stay with this today. We're opening up the hip flexors, we're squeezing the butt as we move from side to side. Most importantly, we're using our feet and the strength we create from our feet upwards to move our lower body. Keeping that lower body in that pattern, touch. So now we start to rotate our rib cage. Shoulders soft. Now this might be enough for you. Anyone doing pregnancy option here, you can still do this, but don't twist. Just keep it small and just a little touch on your thighs. Those that want a little bit more, stay with that same leg movement, keep gluing down. Start to reach and lengthen from shoulders to fingertips. So we're still staying deep in your legs. Those that want a little bit more still, if your flexibility is good, and you can just keep moving from side to side, you can touch down to the inside of the thigh, the calf, or the foot. And you're just going to breathe in, breathe out, use your legs to push. So it's all coming from the legs. Should be feeling the inside of the legs working really nicely. We've got 4 more to go. Good. Landing. So we've done a little bit of shoulder stability anyway. Let's do a little bit of tricep work, because these muscles are really important for getting us up and down off the floor. So, I'm going to do this sideways on so you can see me. Have your fingertips facing forward, the elbows are tucked back, the chest is lifted. And you're just going to push the elbows back and back up. So you're bending the elbows, moving into the elbow space, pressing the palms into the floor, and squeezing the back of your arms up here to get you up. This is your level 1. Level 2, bend the elbows and up. Keep squeezing the elbows together and backwards. And we should start to feel that in the back of the arms. Now if you want to play with that, so you've got another 10 to go if you'd like to do 10, you can either have a glute stretch across your foot over, Or you can add a core workout by holding the leg there. But wherever you are, choose what feels right for you. We're going to go for another 5. Keep pushing the elbows back. If 5 is too much, you can stop and rest. You can always do more next time you do this. Beautiful, last time. Hug your knees into your chest. We roll onto the back and bring into our lower abdominals. So again, if you're early stage pregnancy, this is suitable for you. But if you find lying your back an issue during pregnancy, you can keep your elbows on the floor. All we're going to do, knees over hips, and then just tap the toes down to the floor, shoulder blades back and down. So we're starting to fire up the abdominal muscles here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. You want to keep the ribs square to the floor and the belly button pulled in so your back is not pressed into the floor but gently in contact. If you want more today, here we go. But again, as you extend, check your back stays anchored to the floor. Pregnancy option, we can just tap down here. And if you want a little bit more, you might even want to just slide one leg out and back in again. Slide back out and in. But just go with what feels right for you today. Do as little or as much as you feel right. Let's just go for 4 more. Tapping down, drawing the belly button in. We've already been doing some core work with our planking and moving forward. So you don't have to do lots of lying on the floor and toe taps just to get that work going. Good, land your feet. Lift back up. Let's bring it back up into the triceps. So your option 1 is just to stay with this again. Your option 2 is to do the dips, or if you want to play with this today, see if you can walk your hands back a little bit, feel the triceps work, and then walk your hands forward. Walk your hands back, shift the weight, elbows equal, come back up. If you want to feel your belly work more, bring your tiptoes onto the floor, chest stays lifted up towards the ceiling, walk back. Walk back in. You might find if your feet are tight, you might get cramped with the pointed toes, but if you feel comfortable, give it a go, see how that feels. Again, we're working into the lower abdominals, pregnancy option. Keep your heels on the floor. Make this as big or as small as you need. Let's just go for a couple more. Now, I know we haven't done many, but I know I can feel my triceps already, so I suspect you probably can too. Last one. Perfect. Let's turn it all the way around again. So we've done quite a lot. We've worked our arms, we've worked our legs, triceps, worked our core. Now we're just going to play with doing a little bit more mobility work to work the core and stretch you out a little bit more. So, walk your feet in between your hands, and then roll up through the spine. Reach up, and then squeeze your shoulder blades back and down. So we're starting to kind of cool our bodies down a little bit more. Roll down. Walk your feet all the way back. Walk your feet forward. Roll up. Roll down. Walk your feet backwards. Walk your feet back up. Roll up. Let's go for about 4 more. If the walking the feet back is not an option, you can just roll down and roll back up. Still going to mobilise your spine. Still going to kind of stretch down the back of the legs. You've got 2 more to go, so choose the option that feels right for you. One more time. Beautiful. Bring your knees to the floor. Let's finish off. Any good workout needs some good stretching as well. So we've done a little bit of sweating, we've done a little bit of leg, arm work, glute work. Now it's time to open up those muscles a little bit. So taking 1 foot forward, sinking into the hip. If you need to put a little extra padding under your knee, do. And just check as we're here, that your foot is under your knee. Take a breath in, push back, and then shift your weight forward. Now some of us might be tight through the back or the hamstrings, which means you might need to bring the hands closer, or maybe bring the hands onto your hips. But the key thing is to move the tailbone to the back of the room so we stretch into the hamstring. And then take 1 more, just take a breath. We can add a twist to open up our back, so turn over the thigh. If anyone's doing this as pregnant, Turn the opposite way over your thigh. Wherever you are, feel the twist through your rib cage, let the hips drop down and open. Land your hand down, let's try the other side. The other leg comes forward, sink down into the front leg. See if you can let the hip drop down and lift the chest, that creates a stretch for the psoas. And as you breathe out, push back. Shifting forward, moving backwards. Taking it as your own pace, you can go slower or faster. One more, let's add that twist. Come back into the center. Shift your butt back. Now I want to have a little shoulder stretch here. So just reach the arms underneath, tailbone back, let your head rest down. Good, breathing back into the center, shift your weight back to that flat back. You should know it pretty well by now. As you breathe out, shift back, shoulder stretch the other way. Shift the weight up again. Let's bring it into glutes and quads finally, because we have used those quite a lot as well. Legs lengthen out. Foot over the shin or the thigh. Slide the leg into where you feel comfortable, so we feel the stretch down the outside of the hip. Key thing here is your back is really flat, so if you've got a wall to lean against, try it against a wall, and you'll notice it's quite different. If you want more, you can shift the butt forward to the heel, but keep sitting up straight. The moment we drop back, we lose that stretch. Flex your foot and press the knee forward to feel. If it feels nice, have a roll from side to side. Just ease out the tweaky bits in your glutes. Let's try the other side. So other foot comes over, lift, press and open. Again, have a roll. You might find one side is tighter than the other. You can see from me here, this side is a lot tighter on me. That's okay. Just spend a little longer there. Good. Quad stretch. Bring both knees to 90 degrees. Catch your ankle. Now, if you can't quite reach your ankle, just press the hip forward, squeeze the butt cheek here, and you'll feel the stretch here. If you want a bit more, you can catch the ankle, pull the heel into the center of your butt, so your knees in alignment. If you want more still, move the leg back, roll the weight onto the front of the hip, and then lift up. There's a super bend. You can even play with sliding the leg back. And if you want to challenge today, balance. Up to you. Let's try the other side. So again, choosing the option that feels right for you. In terms of stretching, 0 being nothing and 10 being massive, you want a 6 or 7. 8 or 9 means your muscle's going to over-contract and you're going to lose the stretch. 2 or 3 means you're not really going to get much of it. So again, choose the option that feels right for you. If you feel like you want a challenge, go for it. Finally, let's just release our backs. Very important, especially as you're at home, we tend to do a lot of sitting in bad position. So bring your back onto the floor, arms in a T-shape, knees over hips. Breathe in as you breathe out, drop your knees to the side. Anchor your shoulder blades into the floor. So this opens the front of the chest as well as lengthening through your spine. If you're quite bendy and you want to release your hip a little bit more, you can extend the top leg. But if your shoulder comes miles off the floor, keep the knees together. Breathe in, back into the center as you breathe out, drop to the other side. Again, shoulders anchored to the floor. If you're able to extend your top leg, keeping that shoulder down, do it. Otherwise, just stay with your knees together. Breathe in, come back to the center, the most undignified of all. So hopefully you haven't got anyone facing your bum at this moment. From your knees and to the outside of your hips. Hold the inside of your thighs or your feet. As you breathe out, press your tailbone into the floor so you get a stretch of the length of your spine. Now draw your shoulder blades back and down. Have a little rock. This is known as happy baby. So see how happy you can find yourself. Just gently releasing out through your hips and back and shoulders. Beautiful. Bring your feet together, bring your knees together.